Welcome to the Miami Heat Zone podcast. I'm your host, Martel Llewellyn. Guys, if you are a Miami Heat fan, continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all the support. And if you're an NBA fan, subscribe to the channel. And thank you for all the support. So Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins on the Miami Heat. They said it feels like since the bubble, they are one player away. Jimmy is close to a 1A. If he has another 1A or better, they could win 2 of the next 4 championships. They're not scared to bet on themselves. In their eyes, Bam is the other 1A. I think Bam is now only because he stepped up a lot. He's averaging 22 and 10. He's not as passive as he used to be. He's taking more of those mid-range shots. He understands that pretty much sometimes he's the best big man on the court, and he understands that he could take advantage of people with his speed and strength. I think, of course, in the past, especially, he's shown signs of being just a little bit, too passive and not being aggressive, not taking guys off the dribble, not exploiting guys on the defensive end. Bam Adebayo does a lot for this Miami Heat team. And like I said, I understand that in terms of injuries, that's really the biggest thing that's plagued this Miami Heat team over the past few years. And that's why I really don't like when people say, oh, well, just wait till we get healthy, because we've really never been healthy. In 2020, Bam and Dragic went down. And in my opinion, I think we would have won the NBA Finals if our team was healthy. Then in 2021, we had a quick turnaround. And I understand that quick turnaround, guys really weren't there mentally, and there was a lot going on behind closed doors. Okay, following year after that, we're one Jimmy Butler shot away from the NBA Finals. But once again, what is it? Injuries. Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero, they're hurt. Now last year, Jimmy Butler and those boys, they really pretty much ran through the East. They did a great job, but of course he twists his ankle, versus the New York Knicks. That's another injury. Okay, Tyler Hero, he breaks his hand. So if it's not one thing, it's another with these injuries. Now, in terms of, getting Jimmy Butler that quote-unquote 1A, like I said, Bam Adebayo, he fits those shoes, but you really have to look at Kyle Lowry, because when the Miami Heat traded for Kyle Lowry, that was supposed to be the big acquisition. That was the big move of that time. Many teams wanted Kyle Lowry around that time. Dallas Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Miami Heat. I'm not saying that Kyle Lowry is supposed to give me 30 and 20, but he just hasn't really fulfilled his end of the bargain on that $90 million contract. I just don't understand why Jimmy Butler is so quiet about Kyle Lowry. The only reason why we got Kyle Lowry is for Jimmy Butler. And like I said, I just don't think Kyle Lowry has really, fulfilled his deal. Yeah, he's shown flashes, but where's his impact on winning? Where's his impact on getting guys better? Where's his veteran leadership? I really haven't seen much of it, because he's passive. He refuses to shoot the ball more than 3 times. Okay, he's maybe the most 3 or 4 assists sometimes. So you're not really getting guys involved. What are you really doing? He's terrible on the defensive end. So there's just multiple reasons why the Miami Heat really haven't won a championship. 1, I think, is health. 2, I think they made a huge mistake by getting Kyle Lowry. And 3, I just think that in terms of the overall roster construction, it could have been better. Okay, getting Bam Adebayo an adequate 4 next to him instead of, one year you have PJ Tucker and then 1 year you have Caleb Martin. It's too all over the place. He needed a solid 4, and we needed a point guard or just a scorer who, when this offense gets stagnant, when we can't score or when we're bricking the basketball, you can put in a guy that's going to get buckets and help this team get out of the mud, because Jimmy Butler's not always going to be there during the regular season, and we know that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe as we continue to push to 3,000 subscribers.